And news just in as well, we are hearing that President Ramaphosa has declared a special official funeral category 2 for Ambassador Duarte, and that is news coming in from the presidency as far as funeral arrangements are concerned, adding to the voices of or condolences and statements that we've seen. The EFF has sent out their statement, the NFP, the JG Zuma Foundation, as well as the Nelson Mandela Foundation, also adding their voice onto the news of the passing of the ANC DSG. Now we will be touching base with our reporter Natasha Piri, who's also on standby to talk to us about the passing of the ANC DSG. We're picking her up now from Luthuli House. Natasha, thank you so much for your time. We're eagerly awaiting that press briefing today. What more can you tell us this morning?
Well, definitely, Mkolisi, a very good morning to you, and of course to our SABC viewers. The Treasurer General of the ANC, Mr. Paul Mashatile, will shortly be briefing members of, the media about the untimely passing of the Deputy Secretary General of the party, Ms. Jessie Duarte, who, last year in November took sick leave and, of course, unfortunately passed on the wee hours of the morning. We saw that statement coming out on social media and also informing members of the public. The party will then officially brief members of the media on, the way forward. We know that she will be laid to rest later on today, according to, those Islamic rites. And of course, the party will be telling us, and taking us into confidence as to what other, activities they have planned for the late Ms. Duarte in terms of, memorial services and other programs that will be held in honor of her name. But of course, just this morning, we've been seeing those messages of condolences coming in from all and sundry, not only local but internationally as well. The various political parties, the EFF, the DA, the UDM, COPE, various political parties just sending their messages of condolences, remembering, Ms. Duarte is a fierce woman that she was. She's labeled as a congresswoman, a woman who loved her party, until the end. And even when, she was sick, she was also seen on the campaign trail last year in November. We've encountered her so many times in forms of, the media briefings that she would hold leading up to last year's November 2021 elections. She was, described as a woman who stood up for gender equality. And this is evident because you would know that in 1979, she was recruited by the late Albertina Sisulu to set up women's structures all over the country. This is a woman that cut her teeth into politics at a very young age, and some have described as a tried and tested member of the ANC, one who served not only a party but a country as well. She was also at some point a PA to the late former statesman Nelson Mandela. She also served as an MEC at some point in Gauteng, and also an ambassador to Mozambique. So this is the caliber and the quality of woman that Ms. Duarte was. As you can see, we have Amos Pajo here at the background. I'll just step out of the frame, trying to set up for that media briefing where the party's Treasurer General, Mr. Paul Mashatile, will be briefing members of the media shortly. And of course, as we continue, to pay tribute and to note those messages of condolences, the SABC will be giving you rolling coverage, and all to do with the passing of the late Ms. Jessie Duarte.
Now, the ruling party, of course, it's a party that she served almost her entire life, Natasha. What reaction are you getting there from the headquarters of where it all started for her?
Well, as I've said, Nkolis, this is a woman who cut her teeth into politics at a very young age, in her teens. And it is a somber mood here at Luthuli House. People woke up to the devastating news around 4 a.m. And just speaking and engaging with ANC members, it really is a sad time for them. But a passing also comes at a time where the party actually is facing a number of challenges. Not only that, Nkolis, you would know this is a very busy year for the ANC. ANC. I mean, they're preparing for various provincial conferences, and of course, who could forget that all-important elective conference in Nasrec in December. But also 2 weeks from now is the ANC's policy conference that will be taking place at Nasrec this very weekend. Nkolisi, the ANC in KZN is also preparing for their elective conference. So I mean, really, the passing of Mam Duarte has actually dealt a blow for the ANC, for her political party, and some are really struggling to come to terms with her passing. She really does, in the words of various ANC members, you know, her passing has really left a vacuum within the party.
Natasha Piri will be touching base with you, no doubt, as soon as that press briefing gets underway, joining us there from Luthuli House to keep giving us their reaction to the news of the passing of the ANC DSG, Jessie Duarte.